All right, we're doing a 2,000 point battle report and prep for a tournament. I'm running Guard and Demons, little unconventional list, going up against Eldar and Dark Eldar, so pretty much the worst possible matchup. He has Vect, so the fact that I'm going first is horrible. He won the roll-off and chose to go second. Run you through the list I got on the table right now. 10-man platoon squad, quad gun Aegis. Normally the Lord Commissar and other squad would be over here, but the Harliestar is going to be crossing the table and killing this, I know. Basilisk, terrible Hobby Lobby paint job, don't ever buy their paints. Demolisher, Lord of Change, 2 graders, 1 lesser. He rolled awesome on a psychic power, he's got everything he wants, but can't use them. Demon Prince, 1 greater, 1 exalted, the Grimnor. 18 Flesh Hounds, 10 Plague Bearers. In reserve, got 2 Vendettas, 1 with a platoon command squad with Flamers, 1 with a veteran squad with Meltas, and then just 1 regular squad of dudes. The Lord Commissar is attached to the veteran squad.
Alright, for the Eldar side of the forces, we have a Harliestar, we have Vect, Fugin, and a Farseer with Doom, Guide, and Fortune. We have a Troop Master and Shadow Seer, the rest of them all have Harlequin Kisses. We have 3 full squads of Dire Avengers with the dual shuriken catapults. They also have Bladestorm. We have a 4-man squad of Dark Reapers, remaining the Icarus Las Cannon for the Eldar defense line. And the Exarch has Crack Shot and Fast Shot. And we have 2 Venoms with 2 5-man warrior squads each, with Splinter Cannons on the bottom, and a 3-man Warwalker squad, all with scatter lasers.
Okay, a couple things I forgot to mention last time. We're playing Crusade. We got 4 objectives. He has 1 here, this little human man, 1 here, so both behind his Aegis. I've got 1 up in the tower with my Plague Bearers, and then 1 behind my Aegis with my Soviet Guard. I also forgot to mention, well, first I put these guys in the wrong spot, so they will be scout moving back to where they were in a second, but I had to move them back to the deployment line. Then as far as gifts and powers, they both got Feel No Pain 4 up, so that's awesome. The Lord of Change got +1 wound and it will not die. Then he got awesome powers that he can't use because of that stupid Farseer. He got Forewarning, Precognition, and obviously Flickering Fire. The Demon Prince hit the jackpot on powers you can't use, getting Invisibility, Psychic Shriek, and Iron Arm. So Invisibility and Iron Arm together is ridiculous. And again, he's also carrying the Grimoire. Alex is about to roll to steal the initiative on a 4 up because of Vect. So awesome. Can't wait to get Vector Strike and well, Alpha Struck. I'll be doing the Vector Strikes. Here we go.
The dice for initiative.
He does not. All right, we'll get back to you in between the turn. So top of turn 1, he failed to steal initiative, as you guys just saw. Demolisher moved up, shot into that squad, killed a few. Basilisk sat where it was, shot into Vect and Fugrim squad, being happy that they didn't have their powers up yet. It scattered towards the front, so Fugrim took the wounds anyway. He took 1. Turns out he has Eternal Warrior, was not instant gished by the Strength 9 AP3 shot with his 2 up. Demon Prince and Fate Weaver, or Lord of Fate, moved up. They actually got some of their powers off, so he's currently +1 Strength and Toughness, and he's got Forewarning up. Invisibility did not go off, but no peril. I decided with a 4 up, Feel No Pain, it was worth the risk. Flickering Fire into the squad on the Icarus. They are no longer in existence. Hounds moved up, but they failed Grimoire, coming off the Demon Prince, so they're at a 6 up invuln right now. Awesome. Come back to you at the bottom of 1. Here we are after the bottom of 1. The Harliestar moved 6, then ran 1, and then re-rolled the run with Fleet and got 1 again. So they are not making progress like they need to. These dudes moved up. This squad shot at the Demon Prince, knocked him out of the sky, but failed to wound. The last can rolled a 1 to wound. But he did fail his grounding check, but then he made his Feel No Pain, so he's still at his full wounds. Then Lord of Change got shot at by the Warwalkers, who dumped a bucket of dice, only rolled 1-6. Failed to wound, and then he succeeded on his grounding test. Venoms killed a couple Hounds. These dudes in front of the Hounds killed, as you can see, a sizable number since there's a big gap in their lines. And that's it for bottom of 1. We'll come back at the mid-break on 2. Quick little look at the board. My dead pile. All right, bottom of turn 2. My reserves did not come in. Demolisher shot at these guys, got a direct hit. 3 wounds. He went to ground, made 2 6s. So they're still alive. Demolisher's probably going to die. Basilisk stayed where he was sitting, obviously. Shot all the way over here at the Warwalkers because the Harliestar is now within barrage range and I can't snipe guys out of the rear with it. Killed 1 Warwalker. Hounds actually backed up which I think caught my opponent by surprise. Lord of Change, Vector struck over, successfully cast Forewarning on himself, and then successfully cast Flickering Fire on this squad over here. So he killed a bunch of them, but they did make their toughness check, and now have a 6-up Feel No Pain. Demon Prince assaulted into here, failed his Biomancy roll, got challenged by the Exarch in there, killed him, and turned him into a Warp Spawn, which is a Mandrake model. Nice to find some use for him. And my Plague Bearers, just hanging out. Alright, bottom of 2. Some interesting stuff happened, but first, top of 1, I forgot to mention that the Hounds, they multi-assaulted, killed 1 Venom, and knocked the gun off. No, they stunned this one, so it couldn't shoot. And 2 Warriors died in the explosion. Over here, the guys who went to ground, shot the Lord of Change, did nothing. Warwalkers shot into the Hounds, did a bunch of wounds, killed a couple. Warriors shot the Hounds, did nothing. Plague Bearers hanging out. Here's the big news over here. Fugan broke off from the squad, although he still has Fortune on him, which was crafty because he's obviously going to rejoin it. And killed this Basilisk, killed 5 guys near the Basilisk, who then failed morale and ran off the board. Awesome. Maybe I should have put the Lord Commissar in there. And then we also forgot something, so we have to go to our assault. We'll get back to that in a second. All right, top of 3 is finished. My Vendettas did not come in, which is actually fairly significant. This foot squad came in, got back on the quad. I was really hoping the Vendettas would come as well, but whatever. Demolisher shot, got the good angle on the Harlequin squad, but rerolling Stealth and Shrouded resulted in only 1 dying. These guys all shot into them, failed to do anything, even with the quad gun helping. It's not really a surprise. Probably shouldn't have brought them out over here, but if I come out over here, there's Warwalkers and stuff, so probably the wrong mistake. Hound swung back over here, killed the other Venom. These 2 Warriors are neither pinned nor afraid. Lord of Change shot into this squad over here after he forgot to shoot at them first. That's my bad. But he did kill their Exarch and then blew him up, doing a wound to himself and none to them. Demon Prince killed a couple more dudes. They got up off the ground. And the Harliestar is probably going to make it to my Demon Prince, so he's going to die. It's okay, though. He's pulled off the Distraction Carnifex. And we'll get back to you at the bottom of 3. All right, bottom of 3. Some stuff changed over here. Some of it good, some of it bad. Fugan removed this Lehman Rust Demolisher. He did so with Assault. His melta gun whiffed, which was funny because he has like the best melta gun in the game. Harliestar moved over, hoping to charge the Demon Prince. They failed their charge even with Fleet. It was 9 inches. They ended up getting a 6 and a 2. It was close. They would have removed him. So he finished off the squad he was fighting, reconsolidated 1 inch. Lord of Change finished off the squad he was fighting, reconsolidated 1 inch. He actually shot into the Hounds, you notice there's significantly fewer of them, and moved these Warriors up here to contest this objective, so now the Plague Bearers are actually going to have to get into the fight. Then he charged the Hounds with the Walkers, hoping to tie them up, which, when I suggested it initially, I thought the Walkers were AV-11. They're AV-10, so 3 glances and there's no more Walkers. Still pretty close, but Walkers in general are the worst enemy of Hounds. Warriors also shot into the Hounds, so my Hound dead pile is actually getting pretty significant. All right, we'll come back at the bottom of 4. At least I'll finally have some planes. All right, here we are after top of 4. Harliestar got vector struck by a Demon Prince who flew off the board. Lost 2 Harlequins, so that's the first casualties they've taken. Fugan got killed by the Vendettas that finally came on. This lone guy is still alive. The guardsman shot in and killed his buddy, but he's the bravest sergeant, just the sheer amount of firepower that's gone into that squad. Lord of Change flew over, vector struck those Warriors off the board. Hounds ran over here, assaulted those last 2 Warriors, removing the contesting. So he actually has no scoring troops, so the best chance for him right now is we go all the way to 7 and the Harliestar kills all my troops. All right, bottom of 4. The Harliestar continues to dominate by me being afraid to get anywhere near it. The last Exarch over here, bravest gay elf ever, he made the charge on these 10 guardsmen who overwatched him to death with flashlights. And otherwise, I don't think anything happened. This side of the board is pretty bare. Way back after top of 5. All right, here we are after top of 5. Hounds moved up, made a wall. One Vendetta moved over there, hoping to drop off his Flamer cargo and kill some Harlequins, then die gloriously. The other Vendetta moved up to the objective up there. Lord of Change moved over to that objective just to look cool. Demon Prince came back onto the board. Tried to Psychic Shriek, perilled, but made us feel no pain. And Plague Bearers hung out, they're champions. And then this squad here shot las rifles and quad gun and actually killed a Harlequin. Sweet. All right, bottom of 5. Not much happened. Harliestar moved over, shot their pistols into the hounds. They made the one invulnerable save they had to. Just 5 up. The Grimoire did not. I'm not even risking it right now. Then they failed their charge even with fleet. Although it's like 8-inch charge, so it's not too shenanigan-y, and they don't have to overwatch because for some reason hounds don't carry guns. Let's roll, see if it goes on. Let's get this on camera. It does not. That's the end of 5. So I'm not sure on the exact count, but I know I've got it because I've got this objective in the corner.
You got 3.
Plague Bearers. No, it's not scoring. The guys would have to get out. Yeah, I just have these 2 objectives, and then if it had gone on, obviously I would have dropped the ones out of the Vendetta there. So real quick, let's take a look at some of these paint jobs. We got some pretty cool looking stuff, not just me. We got the Demon Princess Harriet, the Corgi. It's not coming out too clear because this camera's garbage, but it's definitely a unique piece. Then this Harliestar actually looks fantastic. Let's pick one out. I'm going to have to start doing these with a better camera because it's just showing people blurs. Got the Lab of Change over here, which I don't know how clear that is, but it's Lord Change with the head of a Labrador Retriever. Not as high quality as my Corgi, but still pretty good looking. So my Demon Army theme is dogs, and it'll eventually be dogs and girls, but we'll see that in a future Batrep. I love my Vendettas. And just his Eldar force in general looks pretty good, with the exception of his garbage Warwalkers, which are a joke. And these are actually my Venoms. But nonetheless, that's the game. That's the list. We got an Imperial Guard and Demon Victory. I don't know. What would you do different, Alex, if you play it again?
Say forget it when it comes after the Imperial Guard and hit up one of them Demon Princes early with the Harlequins.
I did get kind of lucky in getting Feel No Pain on the Greater Gift on both of them, which let me cast abilities more often than I would have ordinarily. Having the opportunity to take a save against the Perils is awesome. I only lost 1 wound to Perils. It was on Lord of Change, who was at one point down to 4 wounds, but he gained 1 back through It Will Not Die. Demon Prince actually took no damage, which was nice. Harliestar took almost no damage. Did a lot of
3 total.
A lot of Death Star avoidance. So I think that's the real problem with the Harliestar, is how slow they are compared to some of the other Eldar, Dark Eldar shenanigans. The Hounds and the Demons, pretty much just a distraction unit while scoring units hold. I hope that continues to work. Basilisk, I prefer to run a Mana Core, but the points are points. I like it in the list. And the Demolisher, I'm still not sold on it, but it's such a good Terminator insurance because I don't have any ranged AP2 besides the Vendettas. As you can see, sometimes they don't come out till turn 4. And then the Demons, prefer not to get them into assault, but I had a chance to clear your troops out, so I did it. Plus, with your Runes of Warding, their shooting is severely neutered. And I mean, that's pretty much it. We'll see how this ends up coming out after I edit it, and we'll probably do some more games.